Look, sometimes you might say things in real life that turns guys off. I think I have milk breath. Do you think this type of cheese will give me gas? I mean, I haven't shaved anywhere since the pandemic started. Look, sometimes you just say things and you want to take it back, but you can't because it's real life. But here's the thing. When it comes to texting people, you can actually think through your texts before you send them. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 texts that are guaranteed to turn the guy off. And before you ever send a text to a guy that you are talking to, make sure you watch this video just to verify it's none of these texts. It's going to help you out a lot and make sure that you actually build a connection. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littlechick from LoveStrategies.com, where we help successful single women get out there and attract long-lasting love and do it with a strategy. And if you want more videos about texting and texting strategies, please give this video a like. Don't forget to give it a heart if you're watching on Instagram or wherever it is that you're watching this. Most importantly, don't forget to follow us or subscribe wherever you're watching this video because we have a lot more content that you are going to love. So let's just jump into those 5 texts.
Hey.
This text basically translates into, dance for me, clown, dance. We are not your clown, and we are absolutely not there to just entertain you when you are bored. Add value in your text. I mean, this text just screams from a mountaintop that you have absolutely nothing interesting at all going on in your life, and you are bored as f. High quality men are looking for women with interests and things going on in their life, and not women who are just sitting at home every single day watching Netflix. And I get it. Before you react, I get it. Right now is really difficult, and we are looking for engagement and ways to be entertained by people digitally. But this text is not the way to go about it. And if you are looking for more help understanding men and so you can attract a high quality guy, make sure you head on over to whymenflake.com. I have a very special training there that's going to dive deep into why it is that men flake, avoid commitment, and ultimately ghost until they meet a woman who's following 7 very simple steps. Go head on over to whymenflake.com for that training. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's jump into the second text.
If you really want to.
This is when a guy asks you if you want to do something and you clearly do not want to do it. But this particular text is just a little passive aggressive. It basically translates into, I really don't want to do this particular thing, but I guess I'll do it just because you kind of want to do it. If you don't want to do something, be real with someone. If you do want to do something, be excited about it, but do not send these types of texts that are ambiguous. Let's go to the third text to never send a guy.
Hello?
Dear God, women, if he did not respond to your first text, he didn't respond for a reason. As a personal pet peeve, it absolutely drives me crazy when people send you a text and if you don't respond within the first hour, they send you the text that says hello with a question mark. That is insane. If he hasn't responded yet, number 1 is probably because he's busy and he's doing other things and he's just not able to respond yet. Or reason number 2 is that he saw the text and he just didn't want to respond. And I don't know if you know this, but Americans spend on average 5 hours a day on their phones. If he didn't respond immediately or even within the last day, he saw your text. He just doesn't want to respond to it. And the worst thing that you can do as a high value woman is keep following up with him and keep hitting him up. If a guy blows you off, that is his loss. I want you to say that magical 4-letter word, which is next, and move on to the next.
Can't wait for tonight.
Now, if this is a first date and you are using exclamation points with a ton of emojis, you probably want to tone back the eagerness a little bit. Don't use this much emotion at this stage. It's just a little too early. Tone it back a little bit and save some of that energy when you do meet him in real life, and be sure that you do bring that incredibly vibrant, playful energy to that date. Slow it down a little bit. Let him work for those exclamation points before you give it to him. And finally, the last text that drives me bonkers and is guaranteed to turn most guys off.
I'm so bored.
This once again screams, my life sucks, please save me. We are all bored. It's a pandemic, but you do not have to advertise that to the world. Add value in your texting in order to get value in return. So I want to hear from you in the comments below. Are you guilty of any of these texts? And finally, if you are really ready to understand men on a very deep level, make sure you head on over to whymenflake.com. You're not going to want to miss it. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you sexy single lady, next week. Bye-bye.